All right, we are hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I know it's been a long time. We had some issues. There were some episodes that were supposed to come out. They didn't come out. So we are now doing season 2B, as in bitch, leave me the fuck alone. Shit went wrong, and now we're back anyways. I'm joined today by my good friend, my buddy, my, I guess, co-star-ish, creator in arms, my buddy, my friend, Daniel O'Reilly.
Thank you, Joey Megadonus, for having me here. I got to come in. So, what was that you said? B as in bitch, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
So you set the tone for what we
said. This is how I fucking roll, baby. No, there's a lot of shit happened, man. Just everything went wrong in the beginning of the year. Then we did extra filming for our movie. I got some stuff going on. I directed some shorts, and here we are. So I told you I'd come back. I'm back, and I brought someone extremely special with me today, and I'm so excited you're here. You have a new movie coming out called The Girl on the Mountain?
It just released 2 days ago, Tuesday.
Tell me,
the 8th.
Before we get into that movie, tell me about you. How did this all start for young Daniel O'Reilly?
As the creative crossover?
Yeah.
Like moving to LA and all that.
Yeah, all that.
God, jeez. Should have thought of that. I think it was sitting in corporate America when it's probably mid-20s and doing corporate sales for a logistics firm. And my friends were always bugging me about getting into, hey, you should take some classes, take some photos. And then my friend sent me something about a broadcasting school. So I ended up leaving I didn't leave the job. I stayed the job, went to school. So next thing you know, I'm in broadcasting school because I want to be on radio. Because at the time, I'm aging myself. But like, you remember Howard Stern, Mancow, guys like that, super popular in the late 90s?
Yeah.
I don't even know when that was. But then halfway through the program, someone said, you should try TV. Give it a whirl. I think you'll like it. And that's flash forward to the end of the program, graduated, sent out tapes, got a couple offers on the first wave of tapes. Then I started my career in front of the TV there as a news anchor for CBS affiliate.
Nice.
Yeah. And that was short-lived, ended by an injury. And then I went back to corporate America after 6 months of rehab. It's terrible. And then I got back into corporate America, got a few offers to go back to the news. Said, nope, there's no artistic fulfillment in the news. Can't have an opinion. I didn't have that much fun as I thought it would. It was a great experience. And then eventually I decided I'm going to go to LA and see what happens. Give it a shot. I don't know what to do or anybody, but I'm going to pack up and go. And I gave myself a laundry list of things to accomplish before that, like finances and belongings and a certain amount of money saved. And it was the day after Thanksgiving. So I ended up leaving the day after Thanksgiving about 10 years ago now. So I've been in LA 10 years. And then the first 6 years, you were involved with all of them still since I got here, but first 6 years, we were kind of bartender buddies on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the worst possible area in Hollywood Boulevard, where people were getting murdered, stabbed, shot, raped. It was a shit show. What was the first movie or TV show that kind of got you interested in even becoming an actor or being on film?
On film, it's...
Like, what did you watch where you were like, oh, fuck?
American Psycho is when I want to be a TV or a film star.
So this wasn't like a childhood thing that you always wanted to do. It just kind
of... I wanted to play football.
Right.
Growing up. And the only time I ever strayed from sports was like when I saw Jurassic Park. I want to look for dinosaurs. Or maybe some karate phases, like Bloodsport and all those old movies were jamming.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't until American Psycho.
It's a fucking awesome movie.
I mean, connection, I guess. I don't know what
to a young man. Yeah. You want? Hey, this movie about this psychotic person raping and killing women. I want to be just like that.
Was he really raping them though?
And the book, to some of them, I think. The book's not as good as the movie. I know everyone's like, the book's always better. It's boring as fucking shit. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Bret Easton Ellis, but the book wasn't for me. Tell me about this new movie. Tell me about Girl on the Mountain.
Girl on the Mountain.
First off, where can people watch it?
All the VOD options, like Apple, Amazon, Comcast, DirecTV. You can rent it.
So right now, if I go on Amazon Prime, we can watch the movie.
Absolutely. Yeah. You
Cool.
can rent it. Like Voodoo, very popular. Even YouTube has an option to rent or buy. Literally everywhere. That's its home for now. So it just came out 2 days ago. Story by Matt Scott, who I met through.
You can bring the arm like closer to you, so it's not as
right here.
Yeah,
Is that good?
delicious.
Hey Joe.
I love this.
So back to the girl on the mountain. Co-stars Matt's daughter actually plays her. Fantastic, incredible little actress. But I met Matt through my big buddy Ryan Cos, who I was in class with. He said, "Hey, this guy's looking to do a short, proof of concept or something. You should go check it out." And I went and read, and then he called me that night and said, "Hey, just want you to play the guy. We're done with it. Is that cool? Here's the dates. We're gonna fly up. We'll pay for you to come up. Do all the things for this proof of concept called Killing Kate." And that fizzled. Didn't come out the way they wanted, and they're still kind of working on the future of that. But stayed on each other's radar, and then he called me in 2020 or like January before all the things started happening. And he's like, "Hey, I got this script. I had you in mind when I was writing it, and I just can't see anyone else playing this. So I just read it and tell me if you want to do it." And I read it. And it was like, this is amazing. I love the story. And I think 2 days later, after I read it a couple times, I finally said, "No, this is great." And I got the last project we did. I don't really know what's going on with that.
Right.
Should we try it again? So, and it was just Matt who he was vocal about his lack of control that he thought he would have over that project, and it had a lot to do with the end result, I think. But so, the story is just a perfect opportunity for me because I'm on a religious journey myself.
Right.
I'm one of those guys. So there's a subplot to this, like his dialogue with God is a part of the movie, and he's trying to. I don't want to give anything away.
What's the basic synopsis of the movie that you can say?
This guy, Jack Ward, who's a very successful composer, who's getting ready for the big show coming up. I don't know if it's a fundraiser, I forget what it is. So it's a lot of big names are there, and influencers, and people he's trying to impress and get money from and do all the things with are there. So that's all he's focused out on, and he gets so buried in his work, he kind of avoids the family, ignores the family, not being a good father, and all those things, and it all compiles to him being dealt tragedy as a result. He deals with his daughter and his mother, and he just gives up on life. He's just completely dead inside, depressed, and everything, and just abandons everything and heads for the hills. So a few years into that life, doing his own thing, he runs into his girl one way or another, and then they both don't like people, don't trust people, but they figure something out.
Where did you guys film this movie?
Up in all around the Oakhurst, Southgate of Yosemite area, Fresno Dome.
Oh, beautiful.
Bass Lake, all that stuff. A couple of camps in there. I forget exactly where they were, but it's not a massive area. So, and even a couple spots in town. Like pizza joint, cemetery, all that stuff for those scenes.
I'm excited to watch this. I'm going to do a high movies on it. I'm going to blaze the fuck up and watch this. I'm excited for that, especially because I've seen a lot of the stuff you've worked on, and I'm there for the progression. I'm there to see your career go from story to story and watch you increase in skill and in the beauty of what is this journey in being in LA. You're making each step, taking one thing at a time, and you're really doing a great, phenomenal job. And I'm excited to see you in this new horror movie called Forrest for the Trees.
Oh, that's a segue and a half. That's good stuff. Forest for the Trees. Are we talking about that right now? Are we jumping right in?
Let's go. Nate's going to be in here in a couple of days to talk about it anyway. So Nate was actually the first episode that I filmed before I lost everything. We talked about the shit in the hat. For those of you that don't know, there was a little bit of drama on set, And somehow, some way, shape, or form, the director shit in one of the actors / producers' hat. And
Longtime buddy.
Longtime friend. And some people think that he did it on purpose. Some people think that it was an accident. I know in my heart he fucking did it on purpose. But he's going to be coming to the podcast. He's going to tell his side of the story, and we're going to talk more in detail about that movie when he comes. But talk to me about how you got involved in Forest for the Trees.
Bar life.
Through Vinny?
Through Vinny.
Our friend Vinny Flood.
Yeah, Vinny Flood. We were working together at Rusty Mullet.
It's a nice place, I heard.
It's a fantastic little corner spot. Yeah, what's across street there? It's
Hollywood.
Las Palmas.
Las Palmas. It's the devil's asshole.
The devil's anus. That's where you go to get drunk, shot, raped, killed, all that stuff. But I met Nate there who popped in, and we got to talking, and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to help out, and ended up helping out on the first table read, or at least of that attempt at trying to do this thing.
And you had a different role at that time.
I was just
right?
reading direction, and then I offered to play one of these creatures I've always wanted to play with. So, yeah, that'd be fun. And at the same time, because this is 3, 4, I don't know how many years ago, 2 years ago.
I mean, yeah, I was involved in this film for 2 years, and you were involved before that.
And I was doing nothing but like just starting to audition, really. And I didn't really make a movie until 2018. But anyway, the progression of getting involved in this film also coincided with where I was going personally, and with, Quagmire and those guys, and getting 15 plus credits since I met them, whether it was TV, film, whatever. And next flash forward to last year when we finally shot this thing, I was a lead and producer and helping get all the things done so we can get this film in the can. And now we're have some good news on the post-production side of things with getting all the right people to finish it.
I'm excited to hear about that too.
Yeah. So it's been a journey. And these guys have been doing it forever, like getting shut down by whether it was forest fires, the pandemic, and everything. And we just we got to get out of LA.
This was a long journey. And thankfully we had someone who was working on production that had this beautiful location in Oregon and kind of saved the entire film. We were able to get everything done in a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks there and a couple days here.
Yeah. What was it, Gresham? It was outside of Portland.
Boone, not Boone.
I'm terrible at this.
Does it fucking matter?
No. Yes, it does. Justin's
yeah, it's where Justin's from. And fucking
it's Gresham. We shot in Gresham.
That's Nate's last
name. And ladies and gentlemen, the director's last name is Gresham.
Is that where we shot?
Who knew? Gresham. That's his mother's house, and it's in Gresham, Oregon, outside of Portland.
Okay. I'm going to trust you on this.
Spelling. You can look it up right now. Because after it became a thing, because I gave him 2 days after I said, I was done with it. It was pandemic or fire. I'm like, let's get out of LA. I got the guy. Let's just do it.
Yeah, we got shut down twice, I think.
2 days later, after I talked to him, like, it's cool. We're going to probably bring a bunch of people up, park, and make a whole camp and ruin your yard for 2 weeks and make a movie in your woods, as we did. And he's like, yeah, he's always down. Jay. So we went up, rock and rolled, got some gnarly stuff.
And not only did we film at Justin's place, but he brought an incredible crew with him.
Lauren. Plymate.
Lauren Plymate was the man of all men. Just anything you needed, he was able to do. He was cutting down trees, running through the forest.
You'd think there were 7 or 8 of him at once.
Like if you had a whole team of Laurens, you're winning every championship. It doesn't matter what sport it is. You're winning it all. You're taking home the fucking gold.
Yeah, love him. Gray, the DP, Cam Op.
This guy,
I don't even know what to say. Some of these people, you come to LA. Well, look at Justin. He's been in LA a month. And he's working his ass off independently, and I love that.
He's going to be doing the camera cinematography for my short. He's
and ours as well.
Yes,
he's a busy man.
He's on point. He's an incredible talent. I'm excited to have him. Not just on the project, but also just have him here locally to bounce ideas off of and check things out. He's so knowledgeable about everything. Yeah. I know Gray, the DP of that film, was incredibly talented. He was double tapping 2 different cameras, plus the body cameras everyone had, and he
was acting as
when
pretending like he was invisible.
The POV shots and everything.
Like how we can do this. That was really the only way, other than have more people.
Yeah. And the PAs, we had a lot. It was a great situation. We were in the middle of nowhere. We were essentially camping, but on private property. We had a little trailer. Some people were in tents. Some people were in a little mountain house.
Some people went home and back.
Matt was fucking in a hammock for 2 weeks in 30-degree weather, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm fine, I'm warm." Yeah. This dude Matt went through.
Did he do helium before he did that interview? Oh God, I'm fine. I'm sleeping underneath it.
And he sounds nothing like that. He's gonna get so annoyed when he sees that. But he was a fucking G.
Yeah.
During stunts, he had me tackle him. He dislocated his thumb. He wanted to fall out of a tree. He got was it poison ivy or poison oak all over him. He had a giant rash. He got burnt. The guy was a nut. He
can't hurt him though. Zero body fat, all muscle. Just let's go and get it done. He's insane. I love that though. You want to work with him?
Yeah, he was great.
Perfect character work.
We had a great time around the fire every night.
Oh yeah, we did. We partied we didn't party. We just enjoyed.
Well, the majority of our filming was from, I would say, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. ish.
You start going around 3 or 4, prep for it's dark, and then we'd wrap it up and go sit by the fire.
We would sit by the fire, get all nice and cozy. Some of us would partake in a little marijuana. Some of us wouldn't.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
It did happen.
It did happen. And Maddie was introduced to Funyuns, the most delicious high food you can ever have in your life.
First time.
I have the video. It's on the Instagram. I'll post it again when this releases so people can see exactly what happened.
There's a lot of BTS video that's going to blow people's minds.
I think there's more BTS footage than actual footage of the movie.
We're putting it all together. It's probably going to be a 3-hour special.
One of the, I think, most special things about this film isn't just the talent that we have in front of the camera, but what's going on in terms of sound. The sound design is nothing that I've seen in any film before.
Never been.
I really don't want to spoil it, but this is going to be maybe possibly a new way of things being done in film, especially in horror movies.
Yes. Very psychological warfare with his, just the way he does. Like, I don't know what any of this equipment is called. I forget his name. Chris. Yeah. But I forget his last name. Awesome dude. Shows up. We're all having a good time. He's having a martini.
Him and his wife came to visit us.
Yes. And their idea was to just capture all the sound from our voices, just talking and the meetings and stuff like that. And then sounds from the woods, and put it into the score. And then he would play it back while we're watching dailies. That was fun to do.
That was probably one of the coolest nights ever.
Yeah. So, and he puts his thing together, and it's just...
He's like...
Your skin crawls.
He manipulated everyone's sound. Like, there was sounds of frogs that he slowed down, and everything got...
You're being mocked by everything.
There was portions of the... What he would do is, like, if the actors were saying their lines, he would echo their lines at the end, and it made it seem like the Forrest was mocking them. And I was incredibly high when I watched this. I freaked the fuck out because I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I'm excited for this movie to get done. I'm excited for people to see it. I think it's probably one of the better found footage movies that are going to be out there. Nate and you guys really did something creative. Most found footage movies are like straight green tint, but you guys are also wearing these LED lights that show up yellow.
It's going to really enhance, and
it breaks everything
the
up.
interest in watching the shaky handheld type of movies because you can see more.
Yeah.
And all the images are pretty good.
Everything's great. And the stunts are awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Fiorello was our stunt coordinator, played a bunch of creatures, just one of the key components of this film. So,
and I was the chef.
Jeez, I forgot that was. They're like, "What are you going to do about food?" I'm like, "What?" Joe, I know you come on already. We cook for an extra daily, and let's go.
Great, fucking go, baby. We got this.
Just give me a couple things here from the store. We'll fucking feed 100 people.
Here's the thing, though. If we didn't have that trailer, what the fuck was I cooking on? Are we going to fire?
Where was Vinny going to poop?
Where were we all going to poop? Although Nate shit, not only in his hat, but decided for some reason to shit in a bucket.
He said he did a bucket. He did a hat. Those two intentional, I'm assuming. I think
we all know.
I think there's a little bit of, they don't hit his hat kind of innocence there.
I hope it doesn't hit his hat.
Hey.
But he deserves his time to talk about exactly the story of what happened, so I'm going to give that to him. But I don't believe anything that he says, I'll tell you the truth.
Like in life and in film?
No, just for that one moment in time.
When you took the camera to the fire and asked everyone?
Yes.
And I think like
I have that.
12 out of 13 people like, he shit in the hat.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that as well. Probably just before or after Nate's episode drops. But I went person by person around the fire, and this is I think one of our last nights filming. And I think with the exception of one person who probably just wanted to keep working, said that he shit in the hat.
Lovingly. We blame you and accuse you lovingly. You lovingly defecated in Vinny's UCF hat. I'm sure that's the most defecated in hat in college.
You think?
I bet. UCF hats. Yeah. Or any Florida University.
No, not at all. Florida State University fucking rocks shit. Probably number one party school in the country. Probably not anymore. There's a bunch of fucking nerds that go there now. But when I was there,
that was it.
I fucking
saw the photos.
I threw a fucking beating on things.
Mm-hmm. Button up silks.
Oh, baby, let me tell you something.
White jeans.
Never. You know what? I had a pair of white jeans.
Red leather jackets.
I put the Jersey Shore crew to shame. Me and my whole fraternity did. It was great. Mm-hmm. Lenoci was one of my fraternity brothers. Lenoci.
The banana joke. God, I wanted to bring that back.
The banana joke.
Long story.
Did you ever see him do the Italian dinosaur?
No.
Fucking, out of all the jokes he's done, that's my he literally just yells like a dinosaur and does this. He's like, Amazing. It's my favorite joke he's done. What was your favorite part about filming this movie?
The trees?
Yeah.
God, this is so much. I think I'll just go with a moment when we coordinated like the big. It's not that fun to talk about it because it's a climactic scene and I don't want to say what happens. But how we put that together all day.
Which scenes? Action scenes or just dialogue stuff?
When people start dropping.
Oh, yeah. That was.
And then we're all in this mess.
Give a synopsis of this film without going into crazy detail.
Vinny and I are hosts of this super duper popular show. Millions of fans and subscribers on YouTube, and we have a show called Chasing Spirits. So we go to bars and restaurants, and if there's a legend of a ghost or something, we'll stay there for a shift. We'll work it, have some fun, create a shot for the ghost, and then we will ghost hunt when the place closes and everybody's gone. And that's our thing, super popular. So we decide that we're going to go. Well, I do. My character Alan, who's claims he feels like the more popular one. He strikes a deal with the network saying, hey, if you can land us something real good, you could be the new network guy. So he says, let's do this crazy thing, and talks the group into doing it as if they're doing something for the show. And it's just for him because he plans on leaving and going solo.
Oh, wow.
So
you can tell I read the script.
Nobody did but me.
No, the script changed like 6 different times since I saw it.
Oh, I know. That's why some people were like, me and Nate were like, don't read it yet. I don't want to.
And to tell you the truth, you guys changed so much on set, but there was such a beneficial thing because you guys really brought life and depth into these characters and made them your own. Especially Maddie and Cameron, who played kind of ancillary characters, but then turned it into a full-on co-starring role.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody, because it kind of read at first, me and Vin or Alan and Wes doing our thing, and they say funny things here and there, or supportive, but it became a well split ensemble. I thought everybody plays a very big character, but not like stealing screen time.
Yeah, there's another special person in this movie too who did a phenomenal job. I believe it's your fiance.
My fiance. God, your segues are seamless.
Thank you so much. Please tell me how great I am.
I love you, Joe. Like you said about the progression of things. I've seen you from, hey, bartender guy, hey, I'm on the other side of the wall.
What?
Like James.
So we worked at 2 different bars who
share a wall on Hollywood Boulevard. But I knew Katie first. Your almost fiance.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna get it after this.
At Varsity bar that I managed down there, and came up to J-Mo, and then you were at Rusty. So and then the 3 of us. Oh, friend, I'm on the East Coast. All that. It's how we sounded when we talked. Too.
Exactly.
And then, 6 years of mind-numbing drinking, we all started taking this shit serious.
Yeah.
So, which I love,
And it's weird too because like people think you just come to LA and you just start doing it. There's this weird barrier of entry to get anywhere here that takes a few years to kind of get your foot, or not even get your foot in the door, but just to get all your ducks in a row so you can begin to walk through that door, or even just get in line to walk through that door.
Yeah.
In terms of, all the headshots, the reels, you have to get, and then the footage has to be good. It can't be shit. There is a tried and true way to do it the right way out here. And you have to have a lot of help and a lot of connections, a lot of people in your corner.
You have to shed that, I got this. I don't need nobody. Right. A lot of people come, they're big fish, small pond people. And then they get here like, I got that. And if someone's going to notice me, I'm going to network. No, you got to lean on people. You're going to sleep in their couch when you need to because you're homeless. You're going to borrow money here and there. You're going to ask for a job. And then you're going to help them.
Absolutely.
If you haven't already. And just give and take until you go together. And the fact that we've all known each other so long, we're trying to do it together, it feels. And we've gotten closer and closer in the last 2 years, all of us, like incorporating us into all the things, like whatever you're working on, and I'm doing Quagmire stuff, getting anybody involved, and then getting whoever I can in these movies, whatever I get blessed with. So, and we got a lot in store still.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we all do. All the people involved in Forrest and a lot of crossbred projects.
Like you'll see people like Adam Sandler, Kevin Smith. They're like, all they do is just put their friends in movies. There's a reason why. Like, one, you're getting paid to hang out with your friends, but two, like, you develop these relationships and you develop the trust with all these people, and most of the time you wind up producing quality, beautiful materials.
Because Happy Madison is super good product. Just saw the Kevin James, Sean Payton. Yeah, it's really good. I had no idea, and it's all them old dudes from
no one talks about
Sandler's movies.
And and people shit on it, like, it's just a reason for him to hang out with his friends. That's the beauty of it. You get to play pretend with your friends. The same way you did as a kid, you get to do this now.
It's like a pact I bet they made.
Yeah. For sure. I think the two, if I could have anyone's career and like, I really don't care about awards, it's just being able to do it is one thing, but being able to do it with your friends, it makes it so much more fun and so much more meaningful. You've been mentioning Quagmire a few different times. What the hell is Quagmire? Let's hear about Quagmire.
Did you say you had two names of people that you want to emulate? I thought it was going to be Adam Sandler.
It was like I'd like to have that type of career where I could just constantly work with my friends and have fun with them. Like, ideally, yeah, I'd like to work on crazy stuff, but like,
yeah.
At the heart of it, I want to be with my people. I want to be with my tribe and do something fun and do something good, and then be able to give people this escape from, some people have great lives, some people don't. And if we can give them a couple moments where they just forget about everything and they're just in it with us, that's really what it's about, at least for me.
No, I agree. And when you see Happy Madison, you're going for a fun ride.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into.
And there's drama. He's proven to succeed in drama in almost all these comedies. There's a nice little heartfelt moment, little moral and all that stuff. So it's fun. I like that stuff.
You what?
I like that stuff.
Fucking clown. Tell me about Quagmire.
Oh, see, I had to get silly to talk about Quagmire. Yeah. Quagmire started with, I think, Chelsea Teal and I. We were in class together at the time. We're like, let's just start shooting stuff. We need to create reels and stuff. And this was, I don't know, this was in 2018, like when I did Derailed and started acting a little bit. Like, yeah, let's get a reel going. And so it started. We all met. Like, let's reach out to whoever. We're going to pull everybody together and start creating shoot days and start shooting reels for each other. And like 12 or 14 of us met at my old pool. And then we scheduled a shoot day. And when it came down to the shoot day, I think 4 or 5 people were there. And that's being Quagmire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then a year later, we started getting serious about sketches. And we're like, let's just get pop off 60, 80. I don't even know what it was. and we finished them all.
You guys banged out a lot. Yeah.
By December, and we're like 2019. We hit all our goals. Even shot a short film and did some shorts, and like we were all excited at the LLC. We're like, let's go 2020.
And the world shuts down.
Yeah, something happened there.
Quagmire's mostly doing comedy outside of Liquid.
Yeah, Liquid. We got a little dramatic short that we're shooting in a couple weeks down in the Bay Area, or like the Marina, Venice, all that stuff. That's a nice little dramatic piece. We've done some nice dramatic music videos, and mostly comedy, like sketch comedy. Like we worked with a YouTuber a while back and just put out all these sketch comedy and like a little like series style with BTV.
Are we allowed to talk about that? If not, I can cut it.
All
right, we'll cut it.
Yeah,
I'll remove it.
Yeah,
which means I'm leaving it in.
Like I don't really have
Let's not even talk about it.
It ended.
So we've talked about where you came from, some of the movies we've worked on,
Quagmires,
Girl on the Mountain, which is out now that you can watch, the upcoming horror movie, Forrest for the Trees.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for Daniel O'Reilly?
Well, for right now, I'm really living this life of Girl on the Mountain just started. So, I mean, I have some projects, lined up. But I don't have like shoot dates and contracts on those yet. I just have, for right now. I mean, we're putting together. I'm always forgetting stuff because we just shot this week. We're shooting again a short film in a couple of weeks. Putting together I'm going down to the south to shoot this proof of concept for a whole series and all these little things, and then in and out of the audition circuit. So, but for right now, I'm trying to be excited and focus on the girl. We have our red carpet premiere this weekend.
Nice. Up
in the Yosemite area at a 5-theater cinema.
It's gorgeous over there.
I love it. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. And got a few things in post still that I haven't even talked about. I don't talk about stuff until it's out. I'm not one of those.
Yeah, I made the mistake of doing that, and then I was cut from the fucking project.
Oh, not even like that. I just don't like talking about it. Can't wait to tell you guys. Good news coming. #actor.
In a given world, in the best world possible, in a situation where Daniel O'Reilly can shoot for the stars, what do you want to do career-wise?
Jason Bateman.
Okay. Ooh, that's...
Everything he's doing, I love.
Currently, not like Hogan's Family, then Teen Wolf 2.
Whatever makes sense to me starting at 34. Going after Jason Bateman's career.
Okay. Listen.
Just what he's done in just the last 5 years with these like Ozark and the comedies that he's producing and acting in. And he's so intelligent. I love him on screen. I love that.
He is. And he's so underrated. Like he's not a name that like just pops up.
He is for me, but I'm biased.
Yeah, like the average person is not gonna be like, oh yeah, Jason Bateman. Like, but you'll see him and be like, oh, I fucking love this guy.
Yes.
What else we got? We're hitting at, I think we're just over 30 minutes. Let me see.
I'm getting married. LJ. Haven't even talked about fiancé.
Do you want to talk about the fiancé? Is she cool with you talking about her on the most popular podcast that no one watches? How'd you and LJ meet?
Table read for Forrest for the Trees.
So you guys there was never anything. Like you didn't even know about her in the area. That was the day you met her.
May have seen her or run into her at a bar from the mutual friends, blah, blah, blah. But no record of it. And then we were at that table read where I was just reading direction. Didn't even talk. Hey, nice to meet you. And that was it. And then the table read, by the time it got into the January of 2020, when we did table read, the last one we thought for Forest of the Trees is me.
When you actually had a roll.
I was Alan.
Okay.
And she's Misty. And then after that, like at that point, we were both single. And I was single male. She's a single woman. I had already known about her, how sexy and attractive she was, all the things. I was like, oh, she's so I said, hey, if you ever want to rehearse.
That's how it started.
My first.
The old day, you looking to rehearse?
Yeah. And she's like, oh, trying to get laid under the guise of rehearsal. Fuck off.
Did you really?
Yes. And I was like, oh, I love you so much more.
That's so
She
LJ.
put me in my dumb shoes, put a couple of eggs in my shoes, told me to beat it. Tell me about, because I don't think you've done this before, that full-on heavy-duty like creature work with all that crap on you.
Yeah, this was the first time. That's not true. The first role I ever had out here, I was wearing a giant fat suit, doubling for someone. Can't remember his name right now. Very funny comedic actor. He's got a twin brother. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It's driving me nuts. But anyways, I was doubling for him, and I was in a giant suit. A little bit of makeup, some prosthetics, nothing crazy. This movie was way more physical. I was in these thick rubber masks, long rubber arms. I had I couldn't feel anything when I touched it, and I could barely see what was going on. And we're in pitch black, running through the woods. It was terrifying and fun at the same time. It was the most fun I've had ever shooting, because we had fun the entire time, even when we were just fucking around and just like letting things play out and taking it to a place where the script didn't have it going.
Yeah.
We got some cool stunts. We got a couple fight scenes. Cody did a phenomenal job. She fucking killed it.
Loved everything she did. She's a pro though. Yeah. She's been doing it.
Hopefully we're going to reshoot another stunt with us.
Well, the director sold the camera. We shot.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I thought for sure you knew.
No.
It's that Canon, like the Ethel cam that we shot a lot of shit on.
Fuck. I thought I was going to get lit on fire.
Still we do. We still chest cam that.
Yeah, there was a big major stunt that we've been planning where I get lit on fire. Fuck.
We can still do it because we haven't handed it to the editor yet.
And I'm still blown. Like we even did green screen stuff. Like we have a bunch of special effects that we didn't plan it. Justin, who was the savior of everything,
he jumped in and took lead next to Nate. Really,
yeah.
With all his his knowledge.
The Alexa.
And then those two kind of put it all together from there, what they were going to do. And I can't say enough about his mom's place, which had, this beautiful slab for campers, trucks, or a trailer. I don't even know. So our trailer sat on that. We had a couple of tents. So we had a really nice base camp.
And we only had one hiccup that wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
But I'll save that hiccup story for when Nate comes, because that's his situation to talk about.
But it was overwhelming, for sure. But we figured it out.
Was there any time when we were there where you were thinking, we fucked up, this isn't going to get made, we're just fucking wasting?
No. I always thought it was good. I think I had to say that a lot to certain people. Like, this is great. Don't worry. This is how it goes. Trust me. Like everyone in a key position has done a lot of stuff. Yeah. So putting out fires was easy. We just hit the proud last word. Got carried away here and there. But it never took away from the scene. It took us out. It was just like, okay, let's stop bickering. Both your dicks are huge. Let's finish the shot. And we did.
What was your favorite thing that you ate while we were filming?
Oh my. It wasn't the soggy noodles on the last night.
Yeah, I know. That got fucked. I made a delicious ass ramen, and we were supposed to eat at 10. We didn't get to the ramen till like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Can you imagine that late? You knew we were going to shoot till sunrise every day.
Yeah. There was no...
But we're like, hey guys, we don't have a lot today. Famous last words before you head into the woods at dusk. Food-wise, God, what you made was a pork chops. You had a couple meat nights. The steak was great.
I just didn't have enough of it. I thought there'd be way more.
Just carnivores. I didn't see it coming.
Demolishing everything I cooked, and there was a craft service table.
Filled with crap.
I would just be sitting there like, all right, we're filming what's going on? I'd be unwrapping a fucking nut bar.
Yeah. Twizzlers.
Granola. Cam ate Twizzlers the entire... So much so that they just kept it in the movie. It became a prop for him.
I'm surprised we could have got a Bang sponsor. Rockstar. That's what it was.
No, it was banned because they have all the different flavors. That's why I loved it. I'm like, oh, today I'm having pina colada, and then it's unicorn piss, and it's all these different things, and each one of them is fucking delicious. They reminded me of remember the '90s drink Sobe or Sobe? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Milky though.
Yeah, fucking good.
Sobe. Yes, good commercials.
Oh yeah, tell me about the Daniel Boone.
I ran up to that right after we got home. I took a nap and went to fucking Montana.
Tell me about the Daniel Boone. What is this? It's on
INSP.
What is INSP?
It's like a
Discovery Channel.
It's kind of like that, like a Discovery History, and they pay homage to all the old like Western shows and old frontiermen and all the great hunters and trackers and all that stuff, like Daniel Boone.
And you play?
I play Daniel Boone. So yeah, and I don't know when I didn't get. No one reached out to me for a couple months after I read, and that's how it went down. And he said, "Hey, you want to shave?" I'm like, "Wait, what? Who's this?" This production company. I'm like, "Oh, geez, what?" For Daniel, but oh yeah, I met. That was great. I want to do that.
Is that out now? Can people watch that now?
The series it's an 8-episode season 1. That episode hasn't aired yet because they have each episode is dedicated to like we have Lewis and Clark this week. We had Coulter.
This isn't probably going to air for like another week. So let's say this came out next Friday. Would your show be out by then?
No.
Okay.
It'll be the 31st of March is my episode.
So your show is currently on the air, but your episode that you were in is not.
Yeah.
Cool. And where can people go and watch this again?
The INSP network. I think they're on Comcast, DirecTV, Spectrum. I just know that their channels are different every one, or you can watch online, or if you wait, they throw it up on their YouTube.
Oh, cool. So there's multiple places to see your beautiful face.
Yes. And Daniel Boone, I grew up doing Daniel Boone show and tell all the time.
Really?
And so when that happened...
You born in the 50s?
No, it was just my mom introduced... It was the Daniel thing, I guess.
Gotcha.
So mom like dressed me up. She'd tell me about Daniel Boone, and then I go do a show and tell, do all that stuff. I love Daniel Boone. And then so this is sentimental too. Crying. I'm sitting out in my hotel in Montana. Like, thanks, Bob. You know.
Your mother is obviously between us. She's no longer with us, but I'm sure she was looking down with love and joy as you played that character. Dude, I want to thank you for coming in. I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully there's no hiccups with this fucking equipment. I'm a goddamn one-man show. So if there's any problems, I'll slip my wrist. But if not, this will be up next week, and I couldn't be happier for you, seeing your success, and thank you so much for doing this today.
Absolutely. One more time, Girl in the Mountain. Available now on all VODs. Check it out, Matt Scotts. Love him. Beautiful filmmaker. Lots in store for him. Go rent it now.
All right. We
love you, Joe. Fiorello.
Love you too. We are out.